The military response from Israel has already seen more than 2,600 people killed in Gaza from airstrikes. That's according to the health ministry there. While the United Nations says the territory is now witnessing an unprecedented human catastrophe. Well, tonight we'll report from inside Gaza and take a look at how any Israeli military operation might pan out and what of the ongoing diplomatic efforts in the crisis. But first, here's Jeremy Bowen.
Along the border, it looked like the eve of battle. In the next few days, Israel will send its armed forces into the Gaza Strip. Israel declared its war aims even before the tanks arrived here. First, demolishing Hamas so it can never be a threat again. And avenging more than 1,300 people, mostly its own civilians, massacred by Hamas. In the last few days, the border has become an armed camp. Israel says its offensive is anchored in justice, security, and morality. It has mobilized 360,000 reservists. Border communities like Kibbutz Kfar Aza that were barely defended when Hamas stormed in are now staging areas for the offensive. One certainty is that when Israel's soldiers move forward, many more Palestinian civilians will die. Gaza was pounded again, the 8th day in a row. Mohammed Abu Daka's sons, daughter and cousins have been killed, 8 of them, with 3 bodies still trapped in the rubble. They were children, he said. They didn't carry guns. Many Palestinians see the body bags and believe Israel's campaign against Hamas is also aimed at forcing them out of Gaza for good. The price of losing, said Gideon Zar, a hardline Israeli politician, is for Gaza to get smaller. That is the language Palestinians understand. The Hamas massacres and the response from Israel they've unleashed destroyed what seemed to be the status quo. Fear is already a winner. The soldiers look like they're ready for whatever comes next. In Tel Aviv, the war cabinet has been meeting at the Ministry of Defense, finalizing details, making decisions. There are big questions, though. How long the operation will take and what happens afterwards. This afternoon, Israeli troops patrolled the Gaza boundary. Very soon they'll cross it as this long conflict hurtles into its next destructive chapter. Jeremy Bowen, BBC News, Southern Israel.
Well, tonight there's once again limited phone and internet connection in parts of Gaza. My colleague Rushdie Abu Alouf sent us this update a little bit earlier from a hospital in Khan Yunis in the south of the territory.
The humanitarian situation is deteriorating, reaching the level of catastrophic, as the director of this hospital in Khan Yunis told me. He said we have as little as 200 liters of fuel to run all the essential operation for the hospital, and they're expecting tomorrow midnight should all of the generators in the hospital here will stop. This hospital is providing services not only for 4,000 people who originally live in Khan Yunis, but for another 500,000 Palestinians who are displaced from their homes in Gaza City and the north.
Rushdie Abu Alouf there in Khan Yunis. You can read more from him on the BBC website.